Every track I just kill because I got my competitors. Bro, trying to talk cash, bought the racks out just to shut them up. New bad, had to switch it up. Now my old say I'm dead to her. Every day gotta thank God, baby, can't you see blessing us? Flying through.
Before we get into the video, hit that subscribe button, click the bell to be notified when I drop videos, and don't forget to leave a like and a comment. It's your boy Von and I'm out. Jump! We finally got some NBA 2K20 news. Now it ain't gameplay like we all asking and want to see, but this is better than nothing, right? I know a lot of y'all probably got finessed with that 2K20 trailer when they said they was gonna drop some gameplay, but y'all should have known by now there wasn't gonna be no gameplay. It's the same stuff, you know, it's repetitive, so y'all just gotta catch on, you know. But today they dropped the article on the mechanics in NBA 2K20. Now that's probably why we ain't seen no gameplay. Now it's coming into August. The game is weeks away and we still haven't seen that one gameplay. And that's, like I said, that's probably because this year they was really focused on the mechanics and the gameplay instead of the graphics, on like how they did with 16 to 17, I believe it was, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get too far into that. Now, I'ma link the whole article down in the description so y'all can go and check it out if y'all wanna read it yourself. But it's a couple things I pointed out, and that's the things I want to talk about. For one, it's a new stamina bar. Now we all know how the stamina normally works is you have a stamina bar, and when they go all the way down to the bottom, it's gonna start blinking, of course, and you know you can lose the ball. But now they added a yellow threshold in the middle now, and it says, you know, the new stamina bar after the yellow threshold, you're vulnerable to losing the ball. So basically, it's like now you have a regular stamina bar how we always know it is, and then in the middle somewhere it's probably gonna be like a yellow threshold or whatever. But like once you go past the yellow at the bottom, it's like you basically tired and you can lose the ball. Now you know how basically how it is in every 2K instead of it going down to the bottom. So basically it's like a little warning sign, or you know exactly how far you go. So probably, you know what I'm saying, nobody gonna be dribbling beyond a yellow part unless they just want to risk losing the ball and stuff like that. But this also go hand in hand with the new sprint system they got. They got some type of new dribble mechanics all together with like the sprint system. They really focusing on the bursting, you know what I'm saying, aka the speed boost in that first step. So like Westbrook and all that, they got all these different dribble moves and stuff to try to make it where you can make these players, my player, as close as these players as possible, you know, because it's kind of like I said, it's impossible to make all these KD builds and LeBron builds. So they was trying to focus on all these aspects as well. You can get as close to making these builds as possible. Now you got to also think about this though. With that, it said you can't really turbo down the court no more as well, because if you turbo down the court, you losing your stamina more, because you gotta understand, you turboing down the court, which it says in the article as well, you turboing down the court, you losing your stamina. So by the time you even get down the court, you kind of already tired. I'm gonna say you in the yellow threshold. So by the time you even make it down the court with dribbling, it's like you already tired. So now you can't do too many dribble moves. And maybe they doing this to eliminate the whole everybody spamming dribble moves and stuff like that, because it seemed like over the course of years they really been trying to stop people from really dribbling too much and shooting. This like them, but their main two concerns is dribbling, shooting, and defense. So now it's like, then if you really look at it, it's like a sim aspect of that as well, because now you got the whole simulation basketball and real basketball, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Nobody is not running down the court 100%. They either walking down the court, walking the ball down, or they jogging, you know, they not turboing. And on 2K, everybody turboing down the court when you playing park and all that. So I feel like them putting this whole new sprint system and stamina bar here is really taking away from the fast pace of the park and all that. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. I feel like the fast pace of that stuff really gonna, you know, the games might last longer than what they supposed to be in the threes court when you really trying to come down the court sprinting or something, or pro amp and everything like that. It's gonna be more realistic and simulated, you know what I'm saying, with this whole new system and mechanics they got. Now another thing is on defense, it says under the ball handler, it's this new indication ring that starts from solid and it goes from solid to broken up lines when the ball handler start doing moves and moving around the court. The more broken up the circle is, the more vulnerable the ball handler is to losing the ball. I don't like that, because it's like now y'all giving the dribblers, you know, so when I need the dribblers, my bad, y'all giving the defenders an advantage when it comes to, it's like now you can sit here and just watch the bar. If you really think about it, you could really go to the MASCOT with one of your friends, whatever, have them dribble all day, and you look at the bar, I mean the little indication that's under their feet, whatever, or wherever it's gonna be at under them. You look at this indication, right? So now you know when this indication breaking up, so you know exactly how it's gonna look. You could just ask them like, let me know when you get tired, or let me know when to get to the yellow threshold. So now you know exactly when to reach. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of taking away the whole playmaking and dribbling aspect out the game, because it's like, if you know exactly when to reach, how is that beneficial? You know what I'm saying? When you're supposed to be actually trying to play defense, it's really more catering to, like, you know, to the casual side and not the skill side. The skill gap is man, it's not even, it's really gone technically with this. And then they got another thing where I read something about an arrow or something where you can see which way your defender going. I just want to know, is that arrow gonna be able to keep up with all the dribble moves? You know how people be dribbling fast and momentum and bursting all that. I wonder, is the arrow gonna be able to keep up? But at the same time, it's too much catering to defense. You know what I'm saying? It's too much catering to defense and not enough to the offense and the ball handlers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the defense gonna outweigh the whole dribbling system, and they might have to patch that soon. And speaking of dribbling, they got 27 new dribbling moves, but they call them dribbling idle stands. And it's a list of them. They got base, big, power, fundamental, quick, slasher, shifty, James Harden, LeBron, Magic Johnson, Kobe, Jerry West, and etc. You know, they got different little dribbling idle standing packages in the game. Also, they got new badges. They got 80 badges. It's 80 total park. I mean, not park, but it's 80 total badges in the game. And they bringing back park badges, aka neighborhood badges. Now that's a good thing and it's a bad thing. You know, hopefully that these new park badges, because they say about flashy aspect of the thing, so hopefully that it's not more into like doing flashy passes and all this type of stuff, and it's more to how the park badges was, how certain archetypes can get certain builds. Like you got park bully and all that stuff for like people who had that enough strength. You know what I'm saying? You had to have like, what was it, 70 strength on your character to be able to get it. You had to have a certain amount of blocks and playing. I think it was blocks or just playing like physical in general, but I know for a fact you had to have 70 strength. So if they bring that back, you know what I'm saying, that'd be good. But just hopefully these park badges is not so OP. But like I said, it's another thing for people who grind the park and all the other stuff. And two more things I seen was, it was a smart AI system. So the AI supposed to react to like the best players in your team, you know what I'm saying? And they got certain teams as well that react to like realistic, like how people be double teaming Curry and all that type of stuff. It was saying something like that. But basically the AI allegedly supposed to be smarter, but we all know we're gonna be able to abuse the AI as always, and AI always just not gonna be as smart as a human. And they said they always had they shot percentages as real life percentage. And you know who he's playing, and in my career, how you got KD and all these people wide open and stuff, and they breaking their shots. I don't understand how they explaining the basic saying it was always they real life shooting percentages, how they had it, but how when KD and Curry and everybody else who known for shooting threes and got a high 3%, they missing wide open coming off diamond on Hall of Fame in my career. I don't know, but they supposed to be catering, as they say, to make it more human like. So like, I guess if you wide open, you getting green lights, but how you gonna be able to determine if AI get a green light? Is you gonna show like some type of bar or something that come up? Like, how do you control the AI hitting the green light and they shot timing and stuff? Like, how do you go about doing it? Like, I don't know. Is it if they pull up for an off dribble shot or something, like how we do with some most chances of missing a shot if you're not like a shot credit sharp, but you on time? Like, I don't understand how they really gonna paint the picture of the AI being more human like. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that. I would have thought the real life shooting percentages would have been the best route to go. You know, if they're a shooter, they're a shooter. If they play defense, they play defense. But I don't know, the defense kind of right. You got people like Kawhi Leonard in 2K19. It's really hard to get past them. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I noticed, like I said, it's a whole bunch of stuff, but the last thing I noticed was like off ball moves. So they got off ball juke moves and stuff. You know how Curry be running around and all that stuff. They got all these type of moves in the game and stuff. How you gonna try to do it? So that's a good thing. But overall, my only problem is with all this stuff is I just don't understand how's the whole defense, the new defensive settings and all that stuff is going. How is it gonna compare to the new dribbling system? You know? Because how I'm looking at it, it's like a lot of people not going to be turboing and dribbling as much as far as the whole stamina and the sprint system go. But on top of that, the defensive system, like people can sit there and watch when you get tired by watching this bar keep breaking up, so they know exactly when you about to be tired or you are tired. You know what I'm saying? That personally, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's too much. You giving them too much. You know what I'm saying? And for the past years, playmakers haven't been getting, like, you know what I'm saying, they ain't been benefiting from this. Like last year, you can get assists with a playmaker. You need about 5 assists to heat up, probably more than that. I don't know. I don't have a playmaker, but I know for a fact I have a playmaker on my team, and I know he probably need at least about 5 assists. I know I can get on fire being a sharpshooting shot creator way before he can get, you know what I'm saying, hot about throwing dimes. And it should be kind of equal. You know, he throwing dimes, I'm catching them and shooting. You know what I'm saying? It should benefit to both of us. You know, since he throwing the dimes and he got diamond, I'm catching and shooting off of him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It just seems like they really not catering to the whole dribbling side. You know, and them is the main 3 issues about the game: dribblers, shooting threes, and defense. You know, but y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. It's your boy Von, and I'm out. Jump!